good evening, as the case is today. We have just picked up our next load from the Americold in Crete, Nebraska. So now we just got to get back to Interstate 80. The directions on this one, nice and simple. We've got 18,000 pounds in the box. So a really nice light load where we're going to save a ton of money on fuel. And we have a straight shot 1,300 miles down I-80 for our Tuesday and Wednesday. It is currently Monday. We've got what's left of tonight. We've got all day tomorrow. We've got all day Wednesday to get this delivered, or all day Wednesday to get there, and we are due to deliver at 4 o'clock Thursday morning. Alright, so I want to go left on 33. Going back to we're going back to Interstate 80, one of the cheaty ways. Floor to Mr. Apophis. Listen to the purr. Yeah, so we're going to be taking Highway 33 west. It'll pick up US Highway 6 in a little bit. When we pick up US 6, we'll take that west to the town of Friend. In the town of Friend, we will turn right onto 76 E-Link, which is it's still a state highway. I don't know how to show those on. I think I just draw them as I just note them as a state highway and then add the word link. But link highways are just like short little stubbies that connect usually Interstate 80 to another highway. It's just to connect two other highways. In this case, it connects Interstate 80 with US 6 in the town of Friend. Which is, you know, just a delightful town name to see. Well, we've gone through it before to come down here because there was they built a roundabout on Nebraska Highway 103 up near Interstate 80. So that's fun. That's fun. It's the Highway 103 Highway 6 interchange is now a roundabout, so that explains why that was closed for a while. Ooh, Apophis has some pretty darn good high beams. At least they're good for me. I don't know how they are for you. GoPros don't do so great in the night. Good morning, folks. We are on day 2 of this Smithfield run. No. Alright, let's change. Drive. Okay. Change? Change on me? Okay, we're good. No, get out of here, fly! Get out of here, fly! I hate when bugs get into the sleeper. Oh, did he just leave? I think he just left. Yay! like I'm forgetting something on my pre-trips and I don't know what yet. It's just because the truck is different and it's weird. I'll get used to it eventually. I will. At some point, I have to be used to this, right? That's how that works. Oh, sweet. Green light. Let's get ourselves down to about 15 miles an hour for the right turn. Nailed it. Oh, the fly's still in here. Darn you, fly! I'll get him out when we get onto the interstate. I also forgot to load my pre-trip. I'll fix that when we stop for... Oh, is he gone? He's gone! Yay! That totally worked. I opened it and he's just gone. Yay! You know, he's a few hundred yards from where he was last, but... he's not too far from home. Full speed, Mr. Apophis. Let's listen to you roar. We just skipped from 7th to 9th uphill. Good grief. Okay, so apologies for the giant bug splatter directly in front of the camera, but I thought you guys would still want to ride along for our first major downgrade with Mr. Apophis here. So, okay, we're currently set at 62 miles per hour. We are approaching a drop. We're going to bring our speed down to, I'm going to set this for 51. Done is I set the cruise for 51. I don't have the engine brakes turned on. I don't have anything other than just I set our speed lower. So let's see how the truck handles it. So good. So it's downshifted to 10. Not now, Apophis. Okay, so it's managing the engine brake even without me having turned the engine brake on. That's good. Kind of impressive so far. We're currently at 57 miles per hour, 56. Our cruise is set for 51. On now, buddy. That's fine. All these other drivers have to be on their downshift and an increase in the engine brakes. All right. No service brakes though. None at all. just like spiked up to full for a second there. Easy, buddy. All right, let's bring our speed up as we get to the bottom of the hill. And it immediately drops back to 12th gear, or climbs up to 12th gear, and lets us gain some speed around this corner. Alright, that was kind of impressive. The RPMs got real high, like over 2,000. But it managed our speed, and I don't know if it hit the service brake or not. I don't think it did. It might have tapped it once. That's 10th gear with the engine brakes going again to keep us at 65. Welcome back, folks. So we have crossed the salt flats, and we're now up over the mountain just west of Wendover. Distance board coming up here. Let's see. 35 miles from Wells. Cool. That's perfect. That's just perfect. So our fuel economy for this tank of fuel so far, having just climbed a mountain, is 8.6 miles per gallon. It was over 10 on the salt flats, so we dropped it significantly going over that mountain. No, staying behind that prime driver that was doing 59 across the salt flats bought us a very nice increase in our fuel economy, up to 10.3 at one point. Then we hit that thunderstorm and the prime driver slowed down to like 50 miles an hour, so I passed him. Not that I'm opposed to slowing down for a thunderstorm, but you don't need to slow down that much before you even hit the storm. Like, I doubt he was lighter than we are, and we had no difficulty in that wind. But hey, you know what? Really conservative, safe driving is a good thing, no matter who's doing it. And I'm not going to fault them for being a little bit over cautious going into that thing, because it certainly looked like an impressive thunderstorm. Speaking of, it looks like there might be another one ahead and to the south a bit, on the other side of that mountain range off to our left. Yeah. It's a very sinister looking skyline. We're dealing with a bunch of moisture from the remnants of Hurricane Rosa in the Pacific Basin. It kind of fell apart off the Baja, Mexico coast, and then just got sucked up into Arizona, Nevada, and Utah. So, fun stuff. Tropical moisture in the middle of a desert. Always an interesting combination. So we do have to watch out for flooding in certain areas, because runoff is a big deal in the desert. When you get a lot of rain in a short amount of time, it causes side effects. It causes issues in areas that don't get that much rain. But of course, you know, this is stuff that these areas have all dealt with before, because this is not an unusual phenomenon. I mean, this one was particularly wet. I think Phoenix recorded their 9th wettest day since records began, either yesterday or the day before, with the remnants of Rosa. So that was impressive. But this time of year, they usually have a monsoon moisture coming off of the Gulf of California. So it's not entirely unusual to get some rainstorms around this time of year. It's just particularly wet one thanks to the remnants of the hurricane. It is impressive though, isn't it? So it's currently 5 o'clock. This is the second 5 o'clock we've experienced today, because we just crossed the Pacific time zone line before we went over that last mountain. We're climbing back up in the fuel economy as well. We're at 8.8 miles per gallon going down this hill, because we are in eco-coast mode at the moment. Meaning the engine has disengaged the transmission entirely, and we're just coasting down this hill in neutral, which is illegal in a manual transmission truck. But automatics are apparently allowed to do it, so whatever. It's very illegal in a manual transmission truck. That's quite a ticket you can get if you coast in a manual. Because if you're not in gear, you're considered to be out of control. And you're not in control unless you're out of control. No, wait. Sorry, that's movies. And the thing is, with automatic transmissions, you're never in control, because the computer does it all. So theoretically, the computer is in perfect control even when it's completely disengaged the drivetrain. when you are no longer connecting the transmission and the engine, we are supposedly still in control. But I mean, you guys heard it just immediately drop back into 12th gear as soon as we needed it. So, you know, not terrible. Not terrible. Also, I finally figured out descent control mode. I finally just looked it up, like, I don't think I'm doing this right. Let's find out. And I was right. I was not doing it right. But now we know. Now we know. So the next steep drop, which is probably gonna be like Golconda Summit or something, or maybe this drop into Wells will be steep enough for it, but probably not. But the next like really steep drop, we'll get to practice with that. We got at least one coming. Basically, to turn it on, you have to have cruise control off, turn on your engine brakes to any setting, and then turn your cruise control back on. Then when you set that speed, your truck will hold that speed going down the hill. So that is descent control. Now we know. If you just hit the engine brakes while you're going down a hill, having already been in cruise control, it just tries to slow you down. Okay. Yeah, I'm glad we didn't rely on finding a parking spot out here. This place is kind of packed. Okay, nice and chill now, Mr. Apophis. No line. Glad we didn't try and come in sooner. Ooh, easy there, buddy. Easy, easy, easy. Stop. Pop. Nobody coming from the left. Nobody coming from the right. Cool. Seventh might be a little bit much, guy. Apophis thinking we were going for like a full-blown highway acceleration there. Hey, we are in but a parking lot with a high speed limit. I feel like my mirror blind spots are a little bit bigger in this truck than they were in Maxwell. I find myself leaning to look around my driver's side mirror a lot more than I think I used to. Who knows? Maybe I'm imagining things. Close the GPS. I no longer need you. There we go. So this is one of those lovely customers where we dock our trailer, bobtail up here to the front, then go and check in. Shuffle on back to his truck. Well, we're all good now. Okay, we want 3:30.